in the dark, shooting stars over this old park. Burnt marshmallow on a crooked stick. You drop a comment, I'll read it quick. Switchback, sweat, and summit haze. Drone shots catching all those rays. Feels like we're together, y'all, out here on Woodall Trails. Like and subscribe to Woodall Trails. Hit that bell so you don't miss the tales. From a mountaintop view to the late night flames, we're chasing that wild by calling your name. So like and subscribe to Woodall Trails.
Adventurers. Good afternoon, adventurers. How is everyone doing this fine afternoon? If y'all didn't catch that intro because it starts really early, you can go back and look at my codes, or you can go to my home screen on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure everybody can hear me right now. If you can, just give me a thumbs up in the comments there or say good to go. But anyways, guys, we're going to get things started here and talk about this last adventure that I had this past weekend and some new things that I did. And a few other things. We got some other stuff to talk about, but we're not going to beat around the bush with this one. We got some cool stuff that we're going to talk about tonight. So if y'all didn't catch my last trip video, I did my first ever stealth camp, and I'm not going to lie, it was pretty fun, and it's probably going to happen again sometime. So we'll see. But guys, for you all that don't know what stealth camping is, sometimes it involves camping where you're not supposed to. Sometimes it's just camping you're trying to stay hidden. Basically, what it is. But you can go back and watch my video this past weekend, and I actually camped in a pretty cool little spot. Out there I was on the Ohio River side of the confluence of the Ohio and Mississippi River there. It's in Cairo, Illinois. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little spot. Like it'd be a cool little spot just to go if you're not far from there, just to go show there's a lot of small little hiking places around there too, like right across the river on the Kentucky side. It's a pretty cool little area, but second here, guys. So, Mike, when you gonna stealth camp in one of them semis you got there? Okay, guys, while we wait for my guests to get in here, I'll show y'all something that I got in the mail this week from a company that I love. I love to talk about them. I love to tell people about them. They make their, gear by backpackers for backpackers, which is why I support them. But I got some new stickers in, guys. You can see them right here. It says hammocks are not safe during tornadoes. But yeah, so these are I've got several of them now. Thanks to Hilltop Packs. Mr. Ben sent me several. So some of you all sorry guys. But some of you all have these stickers, and but these are the new ones. But if you don't have the sticker, if you have the old one, I don't need to comment. But guys, if you don't have this sticker, go ahead and leave in the comments sticker, and the first 20 people, I'm going to send them all of my stickers. So I got I think 4 of them. So you get them all in the mail. I'll send you all 4 of them, and do what you want with them. There you go, Mike. That's a video right there, man. Just hanging in the trailer. Okay, guys, sorry, sending the link. They will get all the stickers that I have, Mike. This one's a little bit different than the OG sticker. This one came from Hilltop Packs, so I'll send this one with the new group. And like I said, do what you want with them. You want to put them on your boss's vehicle, go right ahead. I didn't say to do it, though. How's everyone doing this night? Everyone having a good night? Looks like we have our guest here, guys. So going with the stealth camping theme here, I brought in a special guest, someone who probably got me interested in the stealth camping stuff. It's Mr. Daniel from Hammock Mountain. You've probably seen him on here last week. Or not last week, the week before, because last week I was out doing the stealth camp. If you missed that one, go back and watch that live. I was out stealth camping on the river making some deer tenderloin. So, but without further ado, I'm going to bring him on here and let him introduce himself, and we're going to talk a little bit about stealth camping.
Well, thanks for having me on here, Woodall. My name is Daniel, and I have the YouTube channel Hammock Mountain, and people call me Daniel, except for a couple call me Mountain Man, but I think Shug Emery started that, so I'll take it. Anything from Shug, I'll take. But I just kind of stealth camp in places where you wouldn't expect somebody to be setting up a tent or hanging a hammock, and get in clean, get out clean, not caught, and have a good time while doing it, and try to get some sleep. So that's a little bit about me.
Yeah, man, I'm not going to lie. I didn't get a lot of sleep on this one. But I guess being my first one, I ain't going to lie, my heart was thumping a little bit hard all night. See them barges coming in, and they got them lights on. I'm like, someone shining on me, someone see me.
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
Yeah, I watched this last one you done camping underneath the airplane. That one was a pretty wild one.
That was a fun one. Other than one other one, that's the closest I've came to getting caught. One I had to jump and run. that one, I barely got my bag set out the way before somebody pulled it up. But it was fun. I had a blast with that one. I found out you can fit a Nature Hike Cloud Up 2 under the belly of an F4 Phantom fighter jet.
So is that the tent you use?
Yeah, I've got 3 tents. That one, I think I've camped in it 3 times now because I'd rather be in a hammock. It's more comfortable. There's just some spots. The belly of that fighter jet was too slick. I couldn't find a place to hang a hammock, so it had to be a tent.
Guess that's better than sleeping on the ground.
Well, I thought about that too, just putting a pad out.
Put a pad and some type of tarp over you.
Yeah, I threw the tent up because it was high winds and supposed to have been a little bit of rain, but it didn't. It turned cold, and so I had a little bit of frost that next morning, but it wasn't too bad. Once I get inside the tent, I'm pretty warm.
So what's probably your you said is that one your favorite, or would you say that's your favorite one?
Probably my favorite was at the New River Gorge Bridge in West Virginia. And if you know anything about that, that is a massive bridge. But there's a state park, national park at the end of the bridge. It's New River Gorge National Park. And they have an overlook that comes out. And that overlook is on the edge of a cliff. I'm guessing it's probably about 200 feet. And I was hanging in my hammock under that overlook, maybe 6 feet from the edge. But it was gorgeous up there.
You've definitely done a lot more crazier stuff than I have.
Well, camping under that wasn't crazy. What was crazy was the next morning when the park ranger and about 50 people were standing right above my head.
That's one of them ones you're like, I guess I'll stay here for a few more minutes.
Yeah, I got stuck in my hammock for at least an hour. I couldn't get out.
It's not a bad thing though.
No, I've got a couple comfortable hammocks.
I know you got several now. You got that.
I've still got the one I started off with. That was a Hennessy hammock. I still have it. I use it in my man cave or outbuilding, whatever you want to call it, just to relax on the weekends when my wife's in the house asleep, so I don't wake her up. But yeah, I started out with that one. I don't think I've ever told anyone the story of how I got started in a hammock, because I used to camp in a tent all the time. But at Cranberry Glades, years old, and it flooded and it rained as hard inside my tent as it did outside, right through the rain fly. And I said, this won't happen again. I came home and bought a hammock.
That's one thing about sleeping in a hammock. You're definitely not going to be getting wet. If you're getting wet, there's something wrong.
Yeah. You didn't set it up right or something. Or either there's really, really high wind.
Yeah, really high wind, and it's coming in every which way. I have been in that, not going to lie.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
That's probably my craziest story, but
I think I was there for part of that one.
yeah, I think you sit there with me for a little bit, and we sit there and hung out and talked.
Yeah, you had me a bit worried. I was watching you on my iPad and watching the Weather Channel to see where it was going.
I wasn't far. I know that.
Yeah, it sounded like it was pretty close.
I'd say within 5 to 10 miles, if that.
Yeah, And if you all don't know what we're talking about, go back on his lives and watch the tornado when he was hiking in a tornado. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, about the only time I've ever spent about 4 hours in a outhouse.
Yeah.
Whew. Anyways, back to stealth camping. What have you said you've never been caught?
I have never been caught. I've came really close, but I've never been caught yet.
I don't know how that happened. Because I've seen where you camped right, not even far from the police station.
Yeah, I don't know how I didn't get caught on that one. The Sally Port was about 30 feet from me, and I actually cooked a ribeye and ate it. And they were coming and going in and out of Sally Port at night.
Someone had to have been like, man, there ain't no steakhouse around here.
Yeah, that smells good. Luckily, there's a restaurant across the railroad tracks on the other block. Hopefully, my idea was hopefully they thought that's where the smell was coming from.
Yeah, I was cooking that deer. That definitely isn't a smell where I was coming at.
Yeah.
I wasn't being very stealthy though.
Yeah. Speaking of steak, y'all can ask Woodall. I cook a good steak. Cook one at Hangcon. He got a couple pieces of it. But when I can eat steak, I will.
Yeah, Mike's still mad about that.
No, sorry, Mike. Yeah,
I told him you got to show up, man. I just pop up at the right times.
Yeah. But now, as far as stealth camping, that last place you camped, your stealth camp, I would love to do a camp there. That was gorgeous.
I wish I'd have got there right at dark, but where I was at when I woke up and went back in there, I was like, man, this is. And I wasn't. That's the lowest I ever hung my hammock and tarpon or anything. Like I was all hunched in there, and I was probably when I laid in the hammock, I was maybe that far off the ground.
I've done that before, and then hang the tarp right across the ridge line.
Yeah, mine was actually had my internal poles and everything too.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I had it. Well, I had them cinched down, so I had it. The tarp was maybe about 12 to 14 inches off the ground, something like that.
Yeah.
When I hadn't tightened down, it maybe that, if that. Good enough to where they couldn't they couldn't make me out too bad. I know that.
Well, now you got to go back and hang under the bridge.
I was very tempted. That one wasn't which is funny. On the other side, it's the Kentucky side. They have camping.
Oh wow!
But the Illinois side, no.
Well, I've thought about going stealth camping at a campground. Right next to a campground, anyway.
There's a few places I'd love to go around here. There's like an old abandoned, like Western theme park town right above Cumberland Falls. That would be a perfect place to hang a hammock somewhere and camp for a night.
Yeah.
Only bad thing is that's private property, and I want to get shot by Bubba out there in the mountains.
Yeah, I've had a shotgun encounter before, but I just moved on and found me another spot. That was Pennsylvania, and I had no idea there was a house there because there's some homes in Pennsylvania that have no electricity, and so there were no lights.
Using Amish country.
I was. And I was on the back side of a cornfield next to a cemetery. And apparently they saw me and I didn't see them. And after probably the 8th or 9th blast from a shotgun, I decided I better move on. So I loaded everything back up and took off.
So when you stealth camp, do you park your vehicle a little ways away?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't think about it. I was driving a 2500 Ram, and I didn't think about the clearance lights on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went in there with parking lights only. Well, you got like 6 lights across the top of the cab that I wasn't thinking about. And I'm sure that's what they saw.
I got kind of lucky with the snow and ice that they had there because I just kind of backed into a place where they hadn't really cleaned it yet, but you can get back there. And I was like, I don't think anybody's going to be coming through here. It's too dang cold.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good spot.
Yeah, I want to. There's a few. I want to do. Like I said, I want to get into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But find a little bit more spots around here. See if I can find something like just do quick little overnighters and stuff.
Well, as far as stealth camping, do you have a set of rules that you go by?
Try to stay as hidden as I can.
Okay. I actually have a list of rules that I try to go by. And so far, I've held to those rules, and I think that's kind of what keeps me out of trouble. Well, I haven't been caught yet, too, but if I do get caught, I think they'll keep me out of trouble. But one, I don't stealth camp on somebody's private property. Like your house, I wouldn't show up unless I know the person and I know if they catch me, I'll be okay. I'm not going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't pass a no trespassing sign. I do not cross a fence, and I don't open a gate. If a gate's open and there's no signs, I probably would walk through it. A business that has a nice spot of woods or something, a good place to stealth camp, I'll do that. But like I said, if they've got signs or anything, or it would disrupt their business or whatever, I wouldn't do it. I did camp in a shed at Lowe's. The shed was unlocked, and there's no signs that you can't be there after hours. So I figured that one was okay. And that one went all right, but they may have seen my video because shortly after that, they moved all the sheds right in front of the store. So it was pretty obvious. Another thing is my airport stealth camp that I done where I set my tent up behind that small airport sign right at the main entrance of the airport.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a crossroads, and the main road going into the airport and the other main road leaving the airport were right there beside the sign. I figured they might have saw my video too, because I flew out of that airport this past weekend, and the bush I set my tent up behind, that's all gone. It's all completely cleared out. So I don't know. And there's really bright lights shining right in there instead of that one flashing light. But
you're increasing everybody's security.
Yeah, that one's probably burned now, but I'm sure I can find another spot around there. But the other thing, as far as the rules I go by, I'm doing like Tony Squirrel. But another rule that I go by when I'm still, as far as government property, like municipal property and county property, state property. I live in Virginia. In Virginia, I pay taxes on it. So I figure I might as well get a little bit of use out of it. And if there's no signs, it's fair game. And I don't know about the laws in all the other states. A lot of states are the same way. But in Virginia, if you're somewhere and somebody asks you to leave, you leave, you come back, or you don't leave, then you're trespassing. So if I ever get asked to leave, there will be no problem. I will not try to fuss. I'll pack my stuff up and I will be gone, and I won't be back.
That's kind of like what I told myself. I'm like, what's the worst I can say? you got to leave. I ain't gonna fuss one bit and be like, okay, I'll go.
Pack it up and get out of there. Because you're not trespassing unless you are told to leave and you don't, or you're told to leave, you leave and you come back,
Yep.
or you pass no trespassing.
Yep. That's kind of how the laws are here in Kentucky. Mr. Ryan there, he said that in Canada they have loads of crown land where you can just camp wherever you want, basically. What's crown land, Ryan, if you don't mind saying? Logan.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that guy is from Virginia, I believe, too. Private property.
Ken down in North Carolina says that's the way it is there too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's several places around here. I'm like, when you sit there saying like any type of wood, you can find something behind them. Like, yeah, I definitely have that around here. It's kind of the country around here, so I ain't got to drive very far to find woods.
Yeah.
Like you said, still camping behind a business or something like that. So as long as they don't bother the business and they don't have it plainly stated, don't do it.
Yeah.
No trespassing.
And another thing, when I leave,
Oh, we
leave
lost you.
anything, I put it right back.
Yeah, there was one point there was some sirens coming across the bridge, and I could have swore I was like, uh-oh. And then they went past me, and I don't know what I don't know if it was a semi or something they pulled over right behind me. I was like, whew, that was close.
Yeah, the thing about it, though, you think when you're out there, you think you're really obvious, but if you walk out away from there and look, most of the time people are not going to look very far into the woods. People have a one-track mind. They're driving, they're watching the road.
Mm-hmm. That's what I kind of figured.
Yep.
Those people working the barges, they're there for one thing. They're not really there looking for me. They're there looking to making sure they ain't going to run into nothing while they're trying to get that barge.
Yeah, and another thing about the barges, they're not from around there. And if they did see you, they wouldn't call anybody.
Yeah, and there's really not a sign that says you can't do it anywhere that I could say. That I could see. It'd be cool though if you could get up there, because right there where I had coffee that morning in the bottom part, it's perfectly spaced where you could hang a hammock. Bad thing about that is you're wide open then.
Yeah, there is one spot that I really, really, really want to hang a hammock, but in Virginia State Forest, the only place you can camp is at a paid campsite. And so if I got caught, that would be a bad one because it's in their rules. So that's why I haven't done that one.
Okay.
But I want to hang a hammock under the fire tower at the channels.
There we go. He said it's free land you can hunt, shoot, and camp. So probably like state land, I guess you would say, for down here.
Yeah, maybe like BLM land or something in the U.S.
Is that Mr. Skeeter right there?
Hello, Skeeter. Yeah, I know quite a few that camp a lot on Crown land.
Yeah, I never heard of it. We got Mr. Purple Gilly saying it's never stealth camp before. I've always wanted to be dropped off in a large wooded sections between state highways. That'd be pretty sick right there.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to do that with Tony from Random Adventures 2.0, Sam from Northwest Wind, and Todd Champion, Camping with Champion.
Mm-hmm.
The four of us went. We were in Pennsylvania, and we actually parked. We took Tony's wife's car and parked it in the off ramp from one interstate and on ramp to the other interstate. So it was where Interstate 80 and 81 crossed,
Mm-hmm.
and we camped in the kind of the roundabout between the two interstates. That was pretty wild.
Huh. I don't think did you have that on video?
Yeah, I got. It was last Memorial Day, maybe.
Was that his? When you went to his creator meetup, didn't you?
Yeah, that was the night, or that was the day after the creator meetup.
Okay.
Because we that night of the creator meetup, we'd done a Walmart stealth camp. It was me, Skeeter, who's in here, David from 210 Outdoors. I don't know if you know him.
Mm-hmm.
Todd Champion and Sam from Northwest Wind. So there was 5 of us at Walmart, and we all camped. That was a good time. I don't know if it was stealth camp because those guys are loud. I'm talking about Todd and Sam. They're really loud when they stealth camp.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I was probably pretty loud too, right there.
Nah, it's all right.
I was like, ain't nobody here to hear me. Got my backpacking buddy Jeremiah Stringer. He's like, y'all, you wild out there stealth camping. I mean, that's like what we just said. What's the worst thing gonna do? Tell you to leave. Then when you come back is when the issue arrives. Just go find somewhere else.
Yeah. A question about your stealth camp. Why did you want to do a stealth camp?
I just wanted to do it.
The reason I stealth camp is because I'm an adrenaline junkie.
I mean, that's. I ain't gonna lie. That's probably it was the accomplishment of not getting caught, of someone not finding me and saying, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
Yeah, it's the same reason I used to street race. The same reason I downhill ski on the steepest terrain I could find. All that it goes all in line with it. I love it, an adrenaline bump.
Apparently, Mike stealth camps to hide from Cherry, so
she
ain't on here. Apparently,
she can find him.
Jeremiah, I don't know. I don't think they'd write you a ticket for the first time, man. I honestly don't think they would.
No, they won't. Unless it's posted in the rules or something that you cannot camp, then you would probably get a ticket.
Yeah. And I didn't find anything anywhere that I could find that said you couldn't camp there.
Yeah.
And if they did, I'd just play the dumb out-of-state tourist that didn't know any better.
Yeah,
I'm from Kentucky, and our state parks, we're allowed to camp anywhere.
Yeah, Tennessee's a little bit crazy about that. You're not supposed to camp in unspecified camping spots. In other words, stealth camping. And so I've been wanting to do. Well, I've done the one Tennessee camp at the airport, but I'm kind of hesitant to do a lot of Tennessee camps that's like in questionable spots for that reason. But then, sometimes you just want to push the envelope and say, well, if it's a stealth camp and I'm stealth camping properly, they're not going to know I'm there anyway.
Yeah. I mean, how stealthy can you be if you know it's a pretty busy spot and you know that might be there's a good chance that's when you're more stealthy.
Yeah. Well, see, I like the ones where I know there's a possibility that I possibly could get caught. It makes it more fun. And that's why if I knew someone, which would be the only reason I would camp on somebody's private property, like at their home, would be because I knew them and I knew I wouldn't get in trouble. I would do it, but I wouldn't tell them.
A
because
bunch of people out here saying the rules and stuff they have, and apparently Ron says if you act homeless, you can camp anywhere these days.
oh yeah, probably. But when they see a 20-degree Dutch-wear chameleon and a nice winter tarp and all the Dutch bling, they're gonna know you're not homeless.
Yeah, you're too
They
rich to
can
be
look at your
homeless.
equipment and tell.
You ain't gonna have that. You're gonna have that Ozark Trail tent that's been patched several times that you found at the Goodwill that you stole.
Well, I've still got the one that leaks like crazy. I've got a camp planned with that one though, and I hope somebody sees it and steals it while I'm camping. But that's all I'm going to say about that one. Have to wait. I haven't done it yet, so we'll have to wait and see if everything goes right.
See, I've been thinking, if I didn't think I'd get in trouble, I'd do it up there at the school that I work at, try to do it, but I don't know. I don't know if it'd be enough. Well, it's a 24-hour place. I mean, all I have to do is say I got work late. Go lay up, go set up my hammock somewhere and just chill.
Yeah.
They probably wouldn't say nothing. They'd probably be like, he just got it. He just camping out for the night.
Yeah. Well, I've done a camp on top of a barbershop. It's in one of my videos, and it's just a single story barbershop, and it's very out in the open. There's bright lights there, and right across the street there's a railroad track, and the road comes across the railroad track. And when they cross the railroad track, they're even with the roof of that building. And I camped on that. I know the guy that owns it. I know the barber there. And I knew that he would think it was hilarious that I'd done it. And I didn't tell him until about 11:30. I didn't even tell him. I just sent him a picture. And so he was trying to guess the places that I was camping. And then about 12:30, he texts me back. He says, "How's the roof on my barbershop?" But I did tell myself on that one. But I knew he'd be fine with it. But normally I wouldn't tell anybody if I was doing anything, even if I knew them, because that kind of steals the adrenaline factor.
That's true.
But yeah, it's just something about it. It gets me out of the house and, gets your blood pumping.
Yeah, there's several areas around here that I want to start looking at. Probably you got me like, it's got me thinking differently when you're driving around. You're like, I think I could hang a hammock right there.
Oh, everywhere I go, I'm looking. My wife said, "Is that all you think about is spots you can still camp in?" I said, "Just about." You need to come over, and we need to do a stealth camp. And it's not Bristol, Tennessee. It's just across the line in Virginia. So you'd be all right. But you need to come over and do a stealth camp with me there.
I'm saying you ain't very far from me at all.
Well, I can be down there in an hour in Bristol. I think I'm 4 hours from you?
Probably.
Maybe. Yeah.
Say I'm let's see here. For me to get to East like Middlesboro area, close to Virginia as I can get, like right down there where everything touches.
Yep.
I want to say that's about 2 hours for me. So I don't know however far that's from you.
That is 3 hours for me.
So yeah, about 4 to 5 hours, depending on which way I go, I would say.
Yeah, there's a spot right there I want to camp too. I think
actually, I want to do some hiking out there. That's what I'm gonna start doing, man. I think when I start going on these trips that are further away, I just want to find somewhere along the way and say, wonder if I can stealth camp there.
Yeah. Well, you know the spot that I sent you the picture of? This right there. you can take care of hiking and camping at the same time. Because you're going to
Yep.
hike, depending on which way you get in, it's 1.5 miles one way, and I think 3 miles going the other way.
That'd be a pretty cool one.
Yep. We'll have to plan that one as soon as some things slow down. I'm wide open right now. I haven't been able to camp much because this cold weather and the ice storms and stuff like that have kept me busy with water leaks. So I've been repairing water leaks all over the place.
I guess that's what you do for I'm gonna call that your side job.
Yeah, I do plumbing, electrical, and home repair on the side. So I work full time at my full time job, then I work full time on the side, and then volunteer with Civil Fire Patrol, and then try to stay at camp at the same time and run a YouTube channel. So I stay pretty busy.
I thought I was busy.
I stay
Got Mr.
busy.
Purple Gilly saying that why pay for a hotel when you can sleep in the woods in the back? Exactly. I mean, my tax dollar pays for that land.
Yep.
I mean, most they can say is you got to go. Now just go find somewhere else.
Well, think about it. There's a hotel in Savannah, Georgia, that eventually I'm going to camp behind it because the woods are perfect for a hammock.
Mm-hmm.
That hotel charges $300 a night. I can camp in my hammock for free. My hammock is way more comfortable than that hotel's beds.
Oh, I know it is.
And
Every
so
hotel bed just sucks.
Yeah, and it's a win all the way around doing that one.
There we go. Everybody's talking in there about who got arrested at the Grand Canyon for camping in the wrong place, and that was Mr. Eric Hansen. I was like, he wasn't really stealth camping. He just got into a bad area where he couldn't tell where he was put his tent at, and got in trouble by the person the next day because he put his tent in the wrong area.
Yeah, they're really particular about that in Grand Canyon, though.
I'll just find my little country areas around Kentucky where it's like, like, oh yeah, I can definitely put something there.
Yeah, but another thing is in the Grand Canyon, there's going to be people patrolling that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch. There's Homeland Security, FBI out there. There's park rangers. All of them are out there. And so when I hiked the Grand Canyon, I don't know how many I ran into, but one of the park rangers told me that she goes out and she pulls 7 days in the canyon. And so it's like every third week she pulls 7 days in the canyon. And so she goes and hikes and camps and everything. And of course watches people, make sure everybody's following rules and all that.
I ain't gonna lie, that sounds like a pretty good gig.
I thought that was a dream job myself. You get 2 weeks off, and then you go for a week hike and camp. Yeah, and get paid for it.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Get paid for it, and if someone not doing the right thing, you can go in there and just gives you every right to just lay it down to them.
Yeah.
Mike says there's some places you can't even sleep in your car. Fuck that, it's my car. If I want to sleep there, I can sleep in my car.
Yeah, Virginia was like that, but I think they're trying to change that where anybody can sleep in their car anywhere. So they go from one extreme to the other. And it doesn't have to be an operational car if this goes through. It can be just a junker and you can sleep in it. So I don't know. That may open up some more stealth camping spots. You never know. We'll see.
So, Mr. Purple Gilly, actually, you probably can't hang a hammock out in Cal. I think especially the Redwood Forest, I bet you it's illegal to hang hammocks.
No, there is one company that I know of. They do treetop camps. I don't know how much it costs, but one day I'm going to do it. They go with you, you all geared up, and they climb the redwood with you all the way up into the canopy. And of course, you're wearing a harness and all that, but you hang your hammocks all the way up in the canopy of the redwoods. And they like one of the tents, the tents or whatever, like the triangular hammocks.
Yeah, the triangle ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they set that up, and you're all rigged up and everything, and they set that up, and you have your dinner and everything there. Spend the whole night.
That'd be kind of cool. I don't know if my wife would go for that, but I'd definitely do it.
Well, I think that one will go over a little better than when I mentioned I wanted to go skydiving. She wasn't too happy about that.
I mean, I'd do it too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd much rather jump out of a perfectly fine airplane than I don't know what it is. I just don't like rappelling. I don't like it. Just not my thing. But I'll jump out of an airplane.
No.
Just
The rappelling don't bother me.
you're gonna say you probably do quite a bit of stuff because you're a little bit of search and rescue type stuff too, don't you?
Yeah.
Man of many hats here.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, wow, Mike. I just saw where Mike said Fairhope, Alabama enacted an ordinance that not even your kids can camp out in your backyard. That's ridiculous.
Well, I didn't see that.
Yeah. I don't know what to do in that situation.
Oh, there we go. See it now. Really?
I know what.
Oh, no. No.
Yeah, I know what to do in that situation. Vote them out.
Yep.
Get rid of them.
Nah, you can't even have your kids camp out in your. Hell no. It's my house. That's kind of like what are they called? I used to live in one gated communities. HOA. There we go.
Yeah.
Never been one ever again. Told me I can't have my camper at my house. Told me I can't have my trash cans can't be seen from the street. I'm like, yeah, this ain't happening anymore once I move out of here.
Yeah, with my property, I'm not in HOA, but it has deed restrictions for some reason, and I can't have poultry or livestock.
See, that's where I'm. We got Mike here saying he's in the undesirable part of Baldwin County. So apparently he can camp in his backyard, is what he's telling us.
Hey, I'm afraid Mike would camp in his backyard anyway.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't give a shit. Oh. Yeah, when you was talking about can't have poultry and all that, I live in an older subdivision in my town, and I actually don't have any rules with that, so I have chickens in my backyard.
Well, I've been looking for an emotional support chicken, maybe a couple. And then once you get a couple, you get a hen and a rooster, you're going to have more, and just tell them, hey, I can't stop it. I can't do anything about it.
my emotional support chickens.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. I ain't gonna lie, we had two roosters that we just had that were growing up. They started finally crowing. I was like, yep, time for you boys to go down.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike said Fairhope thought they were eliminating homeless people by enacting that ordinance. And that's why Virginia done some of their stuff, was trying to eliminate or trying to do away with like the homeless problems in certain areas. But then here lately, they've totally reversed every bit of that. And now I know this little town I live in, there's four homeless camps with not like one or two people, but like multiple. A whole
Mhm.
camp.
It's starting to get that way around here. And
Yeah.
actually, my parents own a like a rent property, and it's bad up there where they're at. Like they just got tents up everywhere up behind their property, and just like pooping and like peeing and just like dumping it out in the ground. I'm like, yeah. And then my mom actually called the health department on them. They went in there and got them, but good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I cleaned up a spot a couple years ago, and it had been a camp, and it's a perfect spot for a stealth camp. And I went in, and actually, it's on a video. I cleaned it all up.
They're just there to moving through.
Yeah, but if the homeless population would follow that same deal, then nobody would have a problem at all with them camping out. I don't think. I know I wouldn't.
Yeah. So then they're not
Just-
going to ruin the property.
Yeah, just leave no trace. That's why a lot of places get closed to hunting, closed to fishing, and all that, because people won't leave it the way they found it. But we're talking about stealth camping. I'll get off of that.
It's okay. We can get off on tangents. This is what this is about. We can talk backpacking. We can talk stealth camping. We can talk just about anything on here. I think people just get in here to listen to whoever I want to bullshit with is what it is, I think.
Yeah. Speaking of backpacking, I think I'm about ready to go for my first frameless pack.
I'm telling you, man. You already know what I'd tell you.
Well, I didn't like the idea until I checked out Red Paw packs at HangCon,
Mm-hmm.
and they're super light. And when I've got my base weight, right now I've got my base weight without my winter stuff. My base weight is 17 pounds or just a couple pounds under.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that pack would hold that really well.
See, that's what I use my 24/7. I think that's what I'd use because especially during my spring, summer trips, that's what I'd use the stealth camp for then, because you can get it so much smaller in a smaller pack. It's easier to get in and out with.
So yeah, long and just give it a try. And if I don't like it, I might do a giveaway.
Yeah, that's all I use anymore is a frameless backpack. I have Hilltop Packs is who I support. As you can tell, Ben sent me the stickers, and then he sent us all a part of the Hilltop Packs Adventure Club. He sent us a sticker for that. I like him a lot. I'll have a video coming out eventually on the cottage gear scene stuff. So
yeah,
we'll have that coming out here probably in the next couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks or so. Mike said he's got to admit the Red Paw packs. That guy, he designed. He created Derwin's pack, the Ranger.
Yeah,
I like his packs a lot. I like the mesh that he uses on the front. It's still like the see-through mesh, but it's a lot thicker and a lot stronger, I think.
yeah. Yeah, you may see one before too long.
I'll say you're light enough, man. I even use a frameless one for my winter pack. I just throw my grill on the inside of it, which turns it into a framed pack.
Oh wow!
So then I can carry about 38. I can carry about 35 to 40 pounds in it then.
Shoo, I'm not going to carry 40 pounds if I don't have to.
See, I know after that first night it's going to drop at least a couple pounds because I'm bringing in a nice big fat steak and something good to cook in the morning. So
Yeah.
I know after that first night in the morning I won't drop in 10 pounds. So I'm going to be closer to 30 after that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Plus, in the wintertime, I'm not going further than 4 or 5 miles. That's all I'm hiking. That's all I feel. Unless I've got somewhere to be and I want to get out, I'm only going to hike 4 or 5 miles a day in the wintertime just because I'd much rather be at camp having a warm fire and really good food.
Oh yeah. I see here Mike said he's still stuck on the frame pack. Can't wait to try his Exos. Mike, which Exos did you get?
I wonder if you got the
I've
55.
I've got the Exos 58. I love it. I've been carrying it a while, and it's super comfortable.
Those packs are just like 3 or 4 pounds. That's the thing.
Oh, 38 and 48. Yeah, that's a good summer size for me.
Yeah, I carry a 24 liter for the summer size.
Well,
But I got my stuff minimalized down as far as I can get. And like I said, I told you I carry probably like you, about 14, 15 pound base weight. And by the time I got food, I'm usually around, and water, it's like maybe 20, 21 pounds, something like that.
now my Exos 58, I carry winter and summer because if I need to, I can lose the brain off of it during the summer, and then I can cinch it way down, so everything's still really good and tight. But I just use that same one. So if I get the Red Paw, it would be just like a summer, and it would probably be a smaller pack.
I'd say that you'd probably get by with probably a 30, 35 liter with that.
Yeah, I'd say. Especially now that I've got my Majestic.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
Getting ready to say, you'd be hanging comfortable then.
Oh, yeah. It's comfortable. That's the one that's actually hanging in my outbuilding right now.
That's the one where you get to go take naps right now?
Yep. Yeah, I came home and came home from HangCon, and I took my Hennessy down and put my Majestic up.
Corey's not in here tonight, or he'd be hooting and hollering right now.
Oh, yeah. Corey makes a comfortable hammock. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I like his hammocks a lot. He had that green and orange one there, and I was like, oh, man, I love that color combo, that forest green with that orange. He called it the Commander.
Yeah. Now, he had on Friday, I think all day, he had my Majestic hung up there. And it's the two-tone green with the orange pockets inside.
Where was it hanging? Do you know where it was hanging at?
It was hanging on the right-hand side of his trailer.
Okay, if you're looking at the Majestic part.
Yeah, it was hanging over there. The one his was on the right hand side. He hung mine over there with it.
Okay.
And it was a two-tone green with the orange inside pockets.
Okay. I don't know if that one was it or not. I know this one was green and orange, and he called it the Commander, I think. Yeah. I was like, man, so was it Ed that made a 1 point?
Yes, Ed Chaos just made a 1.7 XL.
Huh. What kind of hammock's that?
He custom made his own hammock out of the 1.7 fabric, and he said it's super comfortable. Everything triple stitched.
There we go. He said he's gonna have to compare with Sherry's Majestic.
Yeah.
See, I'm caught right there between
1.7.
Yeah. I think I'm probably going to end up getting the wife a quilted chameleon. Is what I'm thinking, with an ASIM moon cover or whatever they call it. Was it moonlight cover? Is what they call it?
I don't know. I love my spreader bar.
Oh, they have them on the chameleon, the quilted chameleon.
Yeah. I think I'm going to get the moon cover with the spreader bar, because right now I've just got the bug net.
I think that's what I'm probably going to get her. She laid in one down there, and she really, really liked it. So
they're comfortable.
Chicken Little says he wants to make one out of .7 monolite. Man, you
Oh.
better weigh out. You better weigh like 125 pounds.
Well, did you see Matt's with Mountain Made gear?
Uh-huh.
It was see-through.
He probably had monolite, I bet.
I believe it was.
So I wouldn't mind having a monolite hammock. I ain't gonna lie. That'd be a cool one to have for just carrying around during the summertime if you just want to carry an extra hammock because you just want to hang out in one when you stop and hang out somewhere.
Yeah. Matt's was it looked just like mosquito netting.
Okay.
It was see-through. And I'm sure that thing packed up, you could probably hold it in your hand like that. It was really thin, lightweight.
Mike said Cherry didn't like the unquilted chameleon, but did like the lay of the hellbender. See, Brandy liked the hellbender as well. So I don't know. The only thing I don't like about that is she can only get in from one side, and I don't know if she would like that.
Well, another thing, I know with my quilted chameleon, the underquilt is head right, feet left.
Mm-hmm.
But still, if I want to lay head left, feet right, I can switch, and I can still do it in the chameleon. And so it's 20-degree quilted chameleon, and I think the hottest night I've been in it was 83 degrees, and I made it fine.
Mike said Matt weighs like 110 pounds. That's why he's able to have that hammock.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I might go straight through it.
Well, man, I want to thank you for getting on here with me tonight and talking about all the crazy stuff that you've done on your channel. And we got to get together and do some collabing on something.
Yeah, we need to get us a good stealth camp in.
Yeah, you ain't far at all. We got to find somewhere me and you can go.
Sounds good to me.
I'm just gonna say, I got to have a hammock though.
Hey, you know who to talk to get one. Quite a few that you can get a really comfortable one from.
Oh, I know. Okay, guys. So we're gonna end on that note here. We got Mr. Daniel here. I'm gonna let him tell his name again and where you can find him.
I'm Daniel, and it's Hammer Mountain on YouTube.
There you go. If you want to see some crazy stealth camps like you've heard tonight, and if you haven't, you're just now joining, go back and listen because he's got some pretty crazy stealth camp stories, and he's got a ton of them on his channel. He's kind of the one who got me interested in it. Kind of ran into him by coincidence after Mike opened the shower on me, basically. He was standing out there talking, and we just kind of hit it off, and that's whenever I went back and started watching stealth camp and stuff. And I've been interested in it, but I've never actually done it until now. And it was something that I like, man. And I want to thank you for introducing it to me.
Yeah, we need to get Mike out, and we can do a collab with Mike. Get Mike into stealth camping.
Mike, that means you can't bring your oil lamps, buddy. He'd still bring them.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, I want to thank Daniel for getting on here tonight. Hope you all enjoyed the show. We'll be back here again next week. And on that note, you adventurers just keep on adventuring.
Y'all have a good one.